Hello everyone, this is Silver Santa. Well, this is my first video of actually showing my collection. I would like to show you some of the stuff that we like to collect, and I want to show you everything that later on we'll break it down by denomination as the videos go on, and I'll show you more of the stuff, especially with the numismatic coins. But here's today just some of the stuff that we've collected over the last 3 years. And most of it's round, some of it's jewelry. I'll tell you as we go some of the things that you're looking at. First off, I have the Running Chief. This is a 5-ounce round right here. And this is a $50 coin. I wouldn't suggest spending it as $50. However, you can do whatever you want with it. Which rises me to a question. I had said it to my son a couple times, and I'm not quite sure why. Back in the day, they turned around and made silver coins. They used to make them under what the value of actual silver was. That was to keep people from melting the coins down. And now, today, they're making these coins, and they say that it's an actual currency. It says $50 or $1 rounds. Why is it that they're making the rounds now? A $1 round costs you $16. In your opinion, comment below. But is that the government's way of going ahead and getting the preppers and the people for the American Eagles and things like that ready for a possible silver jump to put it back into a ratio where it wouldn't be worth melting it down? Well, leave your links in your comments below if you want to just start some kind of a discussion on that or an opinion. Because I never understood why you have $50 on even like the gold buffalo. I don't understand that when the coin is $1,300. Somebody made cufflinks out of the $1 gold coins. I come across some jewelry. I don't agree with cutting them down and making them into jewelry. However, somebody did it, and it was part of a lot that I gotten with actual coins. As you can see, these are just, I guess they're made into cufflinks. They're actually pretty neat, but I've seen rings done and things like that, but these are just round, I guess, cufflinks for inside of a... And there's the front of another gold coin. Like I said, these are just some things that we have collected. Here's a 5-ounce bar silver right here. You have to excuse the finger smudges. I try not to touch the stuff. My bars I'm not real picky on. If they get smudges, I really don't. I don't have anything wrong with that. I don't care if they tarnish. It's mainly just for the silver value only. Then I got this 2-ounce round. And then this 2-ounce round is actually in the replica of a 308 round. They make a shotgun shell that is a 5-ounce round. And they also make a 50 caliber at a 10-ounce round. And they make a 45 at a 1 ounce. As you can see, we got your Morgan dollars right here. And we all know what the Morgans look like on the back. Nothing special on these ones. These are just common daters and just nice looking coins. Here's our Scottsdale stackers. There's a couple of them. There's 4 of them. I laid them out like that, and I didn't want to just put one. I wanted to show you, and if you've never seen those before, they're really cool stackers. They're a 10-ounce, and they stack up very nice. They lock. As you can see, it will not slide. And when they're all together, if you have a safe or a case, they fit in nicely. Now, when it comes to the rounds, we don't have no preference. We get different things. Anything from the Canadian maple leaf, copy and replicas of the Morgan dollar. We have these ones that just pretty plain Indian generic rounds. There's a 2-ounce coin, or this is a $2 coin, excuse me, from the Bahamas from 1972. Their coins do not flip like ours do. And then as we come over, just to show you some of the coins and the variations. I put some slicks up, things that weren't that great, only to show you that these are what I consider just collecting silver. These are not by any means AU or anything, but I consider these very nice, at least good. Not really very good, but good. This is an example of what I consider a slick coin. I'd call that a call. Most people would not. I noticed from some of the dealers, they'll say that's not a call because there's a date on it. I disagree with that. I've had the dealer I go to, he would call that a call. But I have had dealers that I've gone to that they don't call that a call. I guess that's a matter of an opinion on what exactly a call is. I consider ones that have dates that are rubbed off and you can't make out anything on them as anything that's basically just a melt value waste. This here is just a barber quarter, and as you can see, the back of that is pretty rough. But we pull these silver dimes. We still get a lot of the dimes. We do coin roll hunting, and I'm going to show you how we do some coin roll hunting, and hopefully we'll find some of the stuff. Like most of this stuff here, not most, I'd say about 50% of the stuff that we have here, we found in coin roll hunting. But then we do buy some stuff, as you would have to if you're going to stack it. And then we have our 10-ounce round. You got your holograms, regular round. Even I'll turn that hologram one over so you can see the eagle. I mean, it's just pretty neat. I don't pay large premiums whenever I'm buying rounds. I just buy the rounds for the fact of how pretty they are, and I think they're neat. Usually $3 over spot is roughly where we're at. If you look at them under a microscope, they are got scratches and they have some little issues to them. But I don't care. I like the diversity in the different coins. You have your little 1-ounce bar right here that has your buffalo. That was a common one that was out. And we turn around and have our Canada with a cat series, I guess. We have our replica Standing Liberty quarter. That's just a replica round. We have the replica Buffalo round. There's the Kookaburra. There's 1-ounce rounds, Year of the Monkey, and Year of the Dog, Year of the Snake, and of course our pandas. I know some of y'all like those. They all just have the different places. That one's going to be the same. And that's the same with the maple leaf. So, pretty much, this is what we have, just to start off to show you some of the silver and some of the stuff that we like to get into, and we have large quantities, not large, I shouldn't say it that way, we have many of quantities of multiple coins. Later on you'll see some of those stacks, and if for any reason you're looking for certain dates, I can tell you we're still hunting for our key dates and a lot of those coins. But if you got books and there's dates that you need, and you need a pretty good sample or whatever, and I'll zoom in here a little bit on that Walking Liberty Con to give you an idea. what some of our walkers seem to look like. Some of them get a little nicer than that. We find a lot of this stuff metal detecting as well. That's the reason why my son at BC Life, Brendan, he loves to turn around and show his honey or metal detecting stuff to everybody. So that's one of the things he was going to do, is start off by showing everybody his metal detecting finds. And let me tell you, the silver, when you pull it out of the ground, looks 10 times better than anything that's been saved or kept in a book. I'll show you some of our metal detecting finds later on in another video. We do have some really neat stuff. So, other than that, the only thing that I had is my question for the day was, how comes on these coins, like here, these are the 2015 American Eagles. I tried to get the 19 American Eagles, and they were out, so I had to go with the 15s. We did get a whole stack, though, that were untouched, brand new. I didn't want to open those and dump them out. But I do have one over here. And the question I had, and I'd asked it earlier in the video, how comes it says $1? Why is that worth $1? And this is worth $50. They say you can spend it if you're dumb enough, I guess. But to go back in time, coins predominantly in the past used to be made out of silver and gold and backed by silver and gold as well. But typically the coin money value was worth a little bit more than what the silver was, so that you'd never melt the coin down. And it wasn't until after the 20s and more into the 30s and the Great Depression and things like that when people started melting down the silver, because silver had actually rose. A dime was worth more than, from what I understand. I wasn't alive at that time, but I think I remember in history they were talking about that people melted the coins down because a dime was worth more melted than it was actually a dime. And that's the whole purpose of making it worth more than the actual silver itself. And then the rest of the coin was backed by gold, which was held in the reserves. So if that's the case, then why do we have these coins made here as $1, yet we paid $15 for it? Now, is that the government's way of saying that if you're hoarding them and you're saving them and you're stacking them, that someday if the economy doesn't do well and the dollar collapses and we can spend these, is this for the new adjustment and the preparation for what they're planning on for the future? Just an idea for thought. Maybe there is an actual reason, and I'm just not understanding why you put $1 on that if it was allowed to be spent. So why not turn around and make it worth $90 so that you'd never turn around and melt it down? But then again, I guess people would try to pay $15 to spend it as $90. I guess that would be wrong too, but I just thought it was weird that a dollar, it's only worth $1. Why not at least 15? Because that's what you pay for it. Or a $20 coin, vice versa. So let me know what you think. This is my second video. I know the video gets choppy and shaky and it's kind of running long. I want to get into splicing videos and making it that they're not so long. And hopefully you all enjoyed and subscribe to my channel. If I called bars rounds, you'll have to excuse me. I'm not used to doing this talking thing, and I do know the difference between a bar and a round, but it's just a little nerve-wracking, and I do not know how to splice the videos and splice things out, so you have to take my imperfections with everything else, and I don't want to drag this any longer than 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Subscribe, like, and comment below. Please give me some tips, give me comments if you have any. Try not to be rude, as I'm not rude to anybody, and I do know I make mistakes. If you see something or you heard me say something wrong, correct me, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. This is the Silver Santa, out.